In this edition of the No Limits Pop-Up Podcast, we connected with Louisiana pro Cliff Crochet. We chatted with the Cajun Baby about life in rural Louisiana, the crazy but fun crochet household, and a little bit about Mama's home cooking. That and a whole lot more. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Cliff Crochet. Start off with a really deep question.
All right.
So, true or false, you are actually the Cajun two-step guy, the hey dude guy. Is that not you?
That's not me.
There are some similarities.
A lot of similarities, but check this out. So at Eufaula, Dave Lefebvre comes drop something off to Anthony or Bait or something, whatever. Dave is like amazed. Dave says, "Bro, I saw you." Cause Dale Cracker did a skit where he had TVs with fish taped to his screens, and he was live scope fishing. Dave's like, "That's you, bro." I'm like, "Dave, you sure that's me?" "That's you, I'm telling you, I saw it."
So I'm not that far off. I'm not the only person who sees the...
I've known Dave Lefebvre for over 10 years, personally.
Yeah.
Dave swore to God that was me.
Right. I don't feel so bad because I look at so thanks to you, I'm now aware of that whole thing. Like I never even heard of Cajun two-step before. Never heard of it.
Never saw it.
Never saw it. Never heard of it. Never tried none of that stuff. Now I follow it. I pay attention to it. It's hilarious.
He's funny dude.
It's hilarious. Yeah. How did you get to know the guy? Like, what's the story there?
The story goes.
You sure it's not you?
Yeah, I'm sure it's not me. The story goes to 1990 something, playing Little League football. That's how we met. Life goes on, people, whatever. But then we worked together in law enforcement. I worked for the parish. She worked for state police.
Right.
You see cops on the side of the road talking, whatever. We was partners, hanging out. And I kept, I was fishing BFLs, Federation at the time, opens, that kind of stuff. I'm like, bro, if I could make it, if I could just make it, it'd be so cool. I could quit doing this and, fishing, that'd be the job and this. And so in 2010, I qualified. 09, I qualified. I started fishing full time in 2010. So life goes on for Justin. We partners, whatever. And then a couple years ago, Stale Cracker thing kicks off. So he watched my deal take off. Yeah. And then a couple years later, he had his own deal take off. It was cool deal. That thing blew up big time. Yeah. So, that's how me and Stale Cracker twined together. Interesting fact, too. I was drunk at Jacob Landry's wedding. Swamp People. Really? True story. Grew up with Jacob.
This is going to be the funnest pop-up podcast in history, I can just tell you right now. Yeah. All right. So
what's going on in Pearport?
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about that. I think I personally believe that like your life and your house and your home would be the most interesting reality show in the history of bass fishing for sure. What is stressful?
Let me tell you this about my house. My house is so loud, so chaotic, so stressful. The FBI could send their most high-tech, intense hostage negotiator training dude they got, and we'd break them in my house. They'd break them. So check this out. Yeah. 4 kids. 8, 6, 4-year-old twins. Ben, Lee, Les, and Jake. 1,200 square foot house. Extremely modest house. We got kitchen, living room, 1 bathroom. We got a bedroom. The boys got a bunk room. Yeah. And we got a playroom. 1,200 square foot house. And a dog. The glamorous life.
Okay. How does the kitchen function? Like you got 4 kids, and I was teaching you upstairs. I can't wait till your kids are teenagers. Your food bill is going to be astronomical. So, but however, what's the food situation like in the Crochet household in Pearport, Louisiana?
So we're lucky right now. Yeah. We can still do chicken nuggets, corn dogs, macaroni and cheese, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna get into the cattle business because I'm gonna have to buy cows. Yeah. Cows and pigs, like not a pound of ham. I'm gonna have to buy like.
So kids being what they are, they like to grab something, take a bite of it.
Oh, bro.
So
we was talking about that
earlier. What
earlier.
does a package of Pop-Tarts look like in your house?
Gone. So here's the part that really gets you. All right, so my beautiful wife, Sarah, way out of my league. Attractive.
I kicked your coverage.
Oh, I kicked my coverage. I'm on the lottery right there. Yeah. Powerball. She'd go shopping. She'd come home. She'd put the stuff on the table. And Lee's the worst for it. Yeah. Lee will walk in, take one of each. Open Pop-Tarts, take a bite, put it down. Lunchable. He opened a Lunchable the other day, took one bite, made the pizza or whatever.
Yeah.
He was done.
That's it?
Strawberries, they're like drawberries.
Strawberries?
You know, they learn how to talk still, the twins are. And Lee called them that too, strawberry. Like the cartoons. I may not go to heaven, but I can tell you, my wife, she's going to heaven. For sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying, she's going for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's what I like too. I don't like that. I'm like, what you mean, bro? We got a hamburger, like whatever we cook. I don't like that.
Oh yeah.
I said, God, dog, you got to.
So
like
what do you do? You just got to eat it. Got to do it, or no?
Sometimes you got to eat it.
Yeah.
Sometimes that mom will make them some macaroni. And
Yeah. Is that macaroni? Is that like the winner, no matter what?
Yeah,
like,
you just mix it up. So here's what I do. I eat it. You know, I eat whatever. You know, I eat a hamburger, and I don't make a second one because I just go back and clean up everybody's plate. You know, because they eat half of one.
Left.
Oh
yeah.
It's not that they got that much left. We got that many people.
Yeah, right.
We got a volume.
Sure.
Volume is our deal.
Yeah.
Dude, they oh my God, they kill food. Absolutely kill it.
Is your wife from a big family? Like, does she have training for having that many people?
No, I don't. She wanted kids. So I wanted to be a fisherman, right?
Yeah, sure.
Some people want to be football players, whatever your job. She wanted to be a mom. She wanted to be a wife and a mother. So she got her dream job. But dude, it's. Let me tell you the best part about my house, right? So I'll tell you how big it was.
Yeah.
So we got 4 kids. Mm-hmm. So Sarah likes to have Alexa playing.
Okay.
Today's country, whatever, stupid.
Yeah.
I hate the music. I hate today's country music, most of it.
Yeah.
Right? So she got that playing. So then we got a TV on. 289, Disney, Bluey, whoever, Peppa Pig, whatever. Peppa Pig's disrespectful, but anyway. So we got Peppa Pig playing. So it just happens. Kids have phones and iPads today.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll get to that in a minute. But they happen, fact. So Les is over here, listening to one. He's giggling. Jay is over here. He got one on. Ben's over here. Lee's over here. So we got Alexa playing junk music. And each kid got different things going on. And the speakers come out the back, right?
Yeah,
So they watching it like so. They're watching it, but the sound's going that way.
So it's all over the room.
In a 1,200 square foot house with a dog laying on the floor.
Yeah. Dude, greatest reality show in the history of this sport for sure, right there. You just put GoPros around. Just put cameras around.
So Matt Massey, you know Matt Massey? What American Baby works?
do.
Matt told me that's 5 years ago. I should have done it.
Yeah.
And we kind of did it with the Featherwick people. Looked at it a little bit. I don't know. I'd love to do it. So whoever's watching this pop-up podcast, if you want to fund it, if you want an inside look at Cajun Baby, Crochet Chaos, that's the name of it.
Yeah.
Call me. We can set it up.
So you're also not that far away from, I'm going to get these names wrong because you have different names for lakes and so forth down where you're from. So you're not too far from a place where you can go fish, right? I mean, it's walking distance, am I right?
I live on the water. Not on the water, man, but I can throw them. So the cool part is, there's a bayou in front of my house.
Bayou.
There's a roll, small 2-lane roll.
Hold on, B-A-Y-O-U, bayou.
Yeah, bayou.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
There's a bayou in front of my house, same bayou I grew up on.
Okay.
There's a small 2-lane roll, and that's our house. So if I wanted to, I might do it. I think I could cast from my front door in the bayou, right? So Ben, who's 8, is now old enough. We give him a walkie-talkie, and he goes down the roll and fishes.
All right.
And then we holler on him. How about it, Ben? You good? Yes, sir, I'm good. So.
Do you have code names yet, like Smokey and the Bandit?
No, not
names?
yet.
Right.
No,
Okay.
we're just getting to working them right now.
All right. So they're fishing the same water you fished when you grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You realize how kind of cool and special that is. That's not the average experience.
So that is pretty cool. And the cool thing about it is, so where I live at is a mile down the bayou, down the road from where I grew up at, which is, a quarter mile from where my daddy grew up at. And one of the dudes that taught me how to fish grew up down there. One of the other dudes taught me how to fish.
Yeah.
Grew up over there.
Heck.
I mean, it's just there's a lot of pros and cons to being living in a small town.
Yeah.
That's one of the pros, right?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Are you a local legend? Football local legend?
I wouldn't go. Maybe in my own mind. At best,
That's all right. That's good enough. That's legendary.
In my own mind, yeah, I'd say a local legend in my own mind. To anybody else, probably not.
But you're super into football. Like, you coached it. I mean, you played it and you like it. I mean,
big moves. You know, I coached junior high since 2001.
Yep.
Had a lot of fun. Worked with a lot of kids. Won some games. Life was good.
Yeah.
Made the move this year to high school.
Okay. How's that going?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Coaching running backs.
You're a running backs coach.
Assumption High School.
What did you play?
I played in high school. Interesting fact: all-state defensive lineman.
I was about to say, you're not built like a running back.
In my day, I was fullback.
Really?
Yeah. Back in the day, I was. I probably played at 6 foot, which is really 5'11".
Yeah.
5'10". You can add a couple inches.
It's in the range.
Yeah, so, you know, it's all good. I probably played at about 190.
Really?
Yeah.
That's still stout, dude. I wouldn't want to try to tackle him. 5'10", 190 pounds. I'm sorry,
fun.
6 foot, 190
6 foot. Yeah.
190 pounds.
It was fun. I still live in my glory days a little bit sometimes.
So, running back, what's your favorite play? What do you want your kids to run?
Counter.
Okay. That's old school.
GT counter.
Counters are old school.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Kick and wrap.
Yeah.
Kick and wrap, because here's the story. On a counter, there's two sides of it. One, I can kick your ass.
Okay.
Like we can beat you up.
Yeah.
No doubt. And on the back side of it, there's real technical side how to defend that. So if you're not physical, we could beat you up.
Yep.
Or we could beat you up no matter what, because we could be more physical than you. That's just the way we're doing it.
Yeah.
We could be more physical than you. And then two, if you're not a good football player and you hadn't been coached well, you don't listen to what your coach says, tactically you just got beat. So you just got demoralized. Physically we demoralize you. We're better football player than you, better football team than you. You just demoralized.
So that particular, that style of a play, is that part of like your general offense? Because like I said, you don't see counters much in pros, college.
So what you see in football, and what you see in football, so I graduated high school in 01, right? So in 99, 2000, we ran an I. I was real big back then.
Yep.
The dude I played for, Hud Jackson, good dude, we ran spread. So we go I, and we go 4 wide. We go 4 wide, 5, 6, 7 plays, and we go back to I.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was like, oh my God, they spread was 4 wide. Now,
yeah.
My boy and him at 7 years old running 4 wide. That's just new football.
Yeah.
So you look at 25 years, everything went spread. 4, 5 wide, empty sets and all that. So now what you're seeing, especially in high school football and even in college football, now you're seeing it's going back to basic football. Overload right, student body right.
Right.
More counters, straight dives. You're starting to see people fill the box up again and just physically beat people, which is awesome because all the defensive people, 4-2-5s and zones and man, backsides, and especially in high school and even in college, I think you already seen it, but you can see more and more people going back to traditional football.
How good are you at fantasy football? I've heard that your allegiance to LSU hurts you frequently.
It does.
Is that truth?
Yeah. So I never played fantasy football in my life.
Yeah.
Till some dudes, it was James and Cordy and them. Let's play fantasy football. All right, cool.
Yep.
So I guess they needed some more money in the pot. So they called me, and so I get situated. So we start picking. I was late to the party. This fantasy football thing, people got drives and parties and whatever.
Big deal.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a big deal. I just like to watch and coach and talk about. But anyway, so they laughed at my style. I went LSU, Saints, New Orleans Saints players.
Yeah.
I went to Alabama players. Then I went to SEC players. And the first year it was a joke. They laughed at me. I got beat up sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Who was your very first fantasy pick? It was an LSU player, I'm going to guess.
Joe Burrow.
Okay. All right.
He had to.
Well, that's not a bad
yeah. And then the first year, I got beat on that.
Yeah.
The second year, I finished second in the league.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And then now I'm kind of, I'm learning if you just auto pick, that helps too.
I won a couple leagues auto picking. I'm not against that at all. So that had to have been hard for because I know that Elam's big into it. I think those guys study it. Like they're
into it. They're like really into it.
Yeah. And, did you beat him? Did you beat James?
I think he beat me.
Right.
But sometimes they get mad at me because I do stupid stuff.
Yeah.
I'll pick this one and sit this one and play that one.
Right.
The best thing about that whole fantasy league is the group text.
Oh yeah.
That goes on.
Oh yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of times I put out text that, like, I'm doing, I do seminars on how to build fantasy teams and invite people in, that kind of stuff. They don't ever show up, but I like talking smack. A lot of good smack talking on that group text.
It's one of the best parts of life.
Yeah, I love it. Especially if you into it and I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
So I can poke you even more.
Absolutely. You got to troll people on those things.
I love it.
Absolutely. So, the meal of the week idea. Did you just come out of that just out of thin air? Like
meal of the week. So I take two things.
Yeah.
Meal of the week. The first one that became world famous was Monday morning hook set. You don't remember? I thought it was world famous. I guess it's not. So here's the story. So Corona hit. There's a lot of different.
Yeah.
That's just fact.
Yeah.
There's a lot of opinions.
That's
or
right.
whatever.
That's right.
Corona hit. They shut the tournament scene down. A lot of opinions about that too.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Fact.
Yep.
That happened.
Yep.
Corona. They shut us down. Not many times in life have I used a lot of sense. But at this point, I knew social media was about to come, was about to take part.
Yep.
So I started posting fish catches every morning, and I'd plug a sponsor, whatever. Well, then I started. That's 365 fish catches for a year. I'm like, man, I run out of fish catches. So I just started doing it rhymed. I said Monday morning hook set.
Yeah.
So every Monday morning hook set. It's just a fish catch I got. So that was the first.
Gotcha. The first serialized
thing that made me famous in my own mind.
Yeah.
And then, so I stayed with Steven and Anthony, and we picked up Keith. So we was talking at the house one night about fishing and work and stuff. We always end up talking about the baits we throw, rods, reels, this and that. So man, if people want to see like what we cooking,
totally,
where we stay, people want to see more of a personal deal. They won't be sold, none. They won't be entertained now.
Yeah. What was the first one? I don't remember the first one.
The first meal of the week ever.
Yeah.
Was St. Lawrence River steaks. And then we didn't do that, and then I didn't do it again. And then last year at St. Clair we did it. I only started doing every tournament this year.
Yeah.
But it's just it's a good spot for social media.
So I saw Keith Carson did Big Fat Mondo burgers one time. This last one was Gagliardi with ribs.
Right.
Those ribs look great, by the way. Pretty good.
Right. They're good.
Yeah.
They were good.
So do you guys take turns?
Everybody cooks. I don't really cook. You got to know your role.
Sure you do.
If you're not working, just get out of the way. So I don't really cook nothing. What I used to do, I used to bring 2 quarts frozen of my mama's shrimp stew or crawfish stew. And then when we get to the tournament, for practice, we just defrost it.
Dang.
And you get home from practice, you cook some rice, you got crawfish stew. Here's the best thing about it. Here at my house, growing up, we ate. Like, my dad is a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
That dude wanted to eat food.
Yeah.
He wasn't eating chicken nuggets and
Right.
and macaroni and cheese. Dude, I ate a meal. I ate a grown man meal.
Yeah, I get it.
From when I was 2 to now.
Yeah.
Like right now, I call my mama. She got something. What? Let's see. 12:29 Eastern time. It's 11:30. Oh yeah, my dad just finished eating a lunch, a real lunch. Ain't about to take a nap. True story.
It? Yeah.
Right.
What else though? What else your mom cook?
Fried pork chops.
That's a southern thing for sure.
That's
fried pork chops. Yep.
Hey, and here's what I like. Here's what I get about fried pork chops, right?
All right.
So like you go to a restaurant or whatever gas station where they got fried pork chop, they charge you $5 for one pork chop. Dude, my mama cook pork chop. We cooking pork chops.
Yeah.
We're cooking a plate.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. What we used to do before I had an army of kids and my own family is anytime I go to a tournament, before I left, my mama would cook pork chops, my brother come eat and whatever. Dude, it was fried pork chops. Like, you swear to God we was eating the best steak in the world.
Yeah.
That fried pork chops is my favorite. Dude, my mama cook anything. Here's what my mama wants to kill me. When my mama cooks, when you cook something, right? I don't cook. You cook?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah,
so you know about cooking.
Yeah.
So you got to cook all day.
Oh yeah.
You got to cook and taste.
Yeah,
and
yeah. What did you smell when you walked into this house?
I don't know what it was.
Garlic. It's garlic. It's cooking because of dinner tonight.
Yeah. That's for tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, so you got to cook that all day. So I'm like, Mama, you can cook some beef stew. She cooked beef stew. I'm like, hey, don't rush it. Don't fake it.
No.
Don't cut no corners. And she gets mad. What? This woman gets mad at me when I start messing with her about that. I say, Mom, you put the real stuff in there or you put the fake stuff? She gets mad.
Your mama sounds awesome.
She's going to heaven too. She's going to heaven, for sure.